Guys, it is honeybuttergal and happy holidays. This is my first ever video, so welcome to my channel, and today I'll be doing a quick walkthrough of my new bullet journal that I just finished setting up for 2018. So this is my title page. I wanted to do something that was a little bit simple, and I like the theme of 2018 being a place for me to, start over and regroup, so that's why I did the leaves. I also just really like drawing leaves, so and then, so here we have my year in review spread. I don't really do anything on this spread, but it's really nice for me to just at a glance see, the whole year on 2 pages to see, where everything is labeled before I go into each month spread. And then this next page, the year in review, goes into a little bit more of the details of each month, so writing out different important dates that I will then transfer over each month when I set up my different monthly spreads. So it'll be really helpful going forward in the future and more filled in. So this next page is my 2018 resolutions. I thought it was really important for this to be one of the first page actually that I made in the bullet journal aside from the calendar, and I will be talking a little bit more about the resolutions and how I came to that in a video next week, but this is just kind of the landing page of my resolutions and what I'd like to do each month. So it's 5 different categories, and talk a little bit more about that in Thursday's video. Going forward, going off of the fitness goals, I have my calendar for my Couch to 5K plan. One of my big things this year is running a half marathon, and the first step is doing a 5K. So this outlines the 3 different days I'll be running, and then the strength training in between, along with the restorative yoga I'll be doing on the weekend. So it's nice to have everything all on one page that I will be doing each week. Then I'll be doing it in 9 weeks, which is crazy. Going forward here, we have one of my other goals, which is finding financial freedom. And for me, that means, building up savings, taking down my credit card debt, and, really just staying organized and on top of the different student loans I have coming up. So I have like the different due dates and minimums for my student loans, the different groups, and then on the other side I have a savings tracker, so each month I'll be filling in whenever I meet those goals for the savings amount. For there I have my credit card, so I'll be filling in each month. Hopefully it doesn't take the full 15 months, but this will help keep me accountable and aware. Then I also have a section here that I'll be filling in for my budget weaknesses. So things I'll be identifying throughout the couple of weeks and months on things that will kind of help me stay on track and that I need to be more aware of going forward. And I also really like this quote. It is by Dave Ramsey. It's "Debt is normal, be weird." This is definitely the theme for this year in terms of finding some of my financial freedom. Here we have my blog page. So this really lays out, a few of the key themes and goals I want to achieve each month. So one of the goals that I'd like to see is, increasing my engagement. So I have this bar on the side that'll show my different monthly viewership, and also I have a brain dump on the other side that outlines, any different post or content that I have an idea of that I will turn to in the future. Here we just have a general wish list. I really would like to see myself doing a little bit more in this city, and so creating a New York bucket list that I've started to fill out, such as, like, haven't been to the Guggenheim yet, unfortunately, and being able to attend a late night show, so I'll be filling that out a little bit more in the next couple weeks. And then here I have different books I'd like to read. I just signed up for Book of the Month, and so that'll be nice going forward, being able to stick to a type of schedule and reading a bit more. So here we have my January monthly spread. It has, calendar. I really like the color blue, and so I just went and ran with that this month. I have my calendar. We have a little to-do section, so I can write out any outstanding larger to-dos for the month. And then, above that, I have my calendar, which kind of neatly outlines the month. To the right, I have the at a glance, so I can write down any important dates that I would carry over from the year in review that was at the front. And then I really like this drop shadow that I recently started doing, so you'll see that throughout the rest of the weekly spreads going forward. So here we have my gratitude log. This is something that I brought over from my original bullet journal that I've done over the past couple of months that I've really enjoyed, just taking a few minutes at the end of every day and writing not even complete sentences, but just a few words about things that I'm thankful for, and really helps put everything in perspective. I also have here at the bottom this quote that I really like. It is, "Be gentle with yourself. You're doing the best you can." And so that is something that will really be important going into 2018. And so here is my weekly spread. You'll see that the blue and the drop shadow kind of continues over for the monthly spread. I also have this little inset calendar to the right. One of the things that I really wanted in a weekly spread was just to kind of see everything at a glance, at a high level summary. And so I have my blog stuff, I have a little bit of notes section, and then here I'm really getting into meal prep, which you'll see a bit more on the blog. But I find that only having one option is a little bit boring, and so I've broken that down into 2 different options for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So we'll see how that works out. I also have a sleep tracker. I am tracking my sleep on my Apple Watch each night, and so being able to also visually see that will be nice. And then I also have below that my fitness tracker, so the 6 different days out of the week that I will be training and doing some yoga and running. I also have just a brief overview of the things that I want to do that week for the blog. This section can be easily moved to like schoolwork or different assignments that you have if you choose, and then just a basic notes section. So that theme, continues throughout the rest of the month with the drop shadow, and kind of did a little bit of variation. You'll see going forward, I dropped the shadow on the month that I had on the first week, but other than that, it is very similar. So here we have my mood tracker. I was really going for just a generic banner. There's nothing wrong with a little banner love, and I really like having the habit tracker at the back because it is easy for me to continually go to. I found that keeping the mood and habit trackers at the beginning was a little bit easy for me to forget them, because as I would go in through the month, flipping past them, it was hard to forget. It was hard to remember. So I'll also be looking back at my sleep tracker and comparing that throughout the month to see if that correlates with any changes in mood. So here we have just my content that I would like to keep out. It's all organized for the month. And yeah, I'm really happy with how this this turned out. I have the 3 different goals that I'd like to keep within that month, so setting up this YouTube channel and some Pinterest stuff, but it's nice to have everything all in order. And then my last page is just a quick budget summary. So it has all my expenses for the month on the left-hand side, and then on the right-hand side I just have a quick spending log that I'll be filling in. So each of the different expenses that fall within those categories, being able to keep track of what I am spending my money on. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm really looking forward to 2018, and stay tuned next month for a full walkthrough of February setup.